Look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rosen. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd and short. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown up.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it with Newsome. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Newsome on the carry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Austin Eckler.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Here we go. 11, 180.
On play action, it's Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here is Eckler. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Now Newsom. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 36 on the carry.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long here for Rosen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
10 at the 48-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Catch made by Slayton. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll get this to Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Garoppolo again. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 now, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Chargers who are on top in the second quarter. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From the 6. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Cincinnati.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
39.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Once more, here's Eckler. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Garoppolo.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop for the game. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's Eckler again. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 23. It goes as a gain of 8 and he moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a toss play to Eckler. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'll tell you what, Barger, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
30-point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. And that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I think it's safe to say we know who the game ball's probably going to after this one.
Without a doubt, they're going to stand up in the middle of the locker room after the game, and the head coach is going to say, great performance, terrific, game ball. Right here, going to present it to him. And if he's smart, he'll accept the game ball and then say, dinner on me for the offensive line at the best steakhouse in town. Make sure those guys are taken care of.
Those O-linemen have helped him to 4 touchdown runs. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Second down at the 50-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down at the 40.
On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davis.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eckler, the ball.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big pickup there for the Eagles first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Forced to the ground.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in run.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Bengals. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the